Hello. How is everybody doing today? Hey, Wavy, how are you doing? Hope you had a good day trading today. Tesla. By the way, the overall market overview live stream will be on Sunday, just Tesla today. And by the way, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, ringing the bell, and hitting the like button, of course. And any comments, even if you come back after the video and comment on some stuff, it does help it get a wider viewership. So, hi, Dave. A fine afternoon. It is at that. Hope, again, everyone had a great, fantastic trading day. The 1K level still holding for Tesla. 1K still holding. No close below 1K. Another dip below. This is why you judge everything on the closing basis. You gotta still go with the close. This level keeps getting softer, so if we get a key close below it, that I'm watching out. By the way, we still have this massive potential double top, not triggered, still valid. Here's the weekly. See, here's that double top and the close. We need a close below this low of the week of November 15th. That low is still 978.60, dipping below it, but that doesn't mean anything because we closed back above it. It means this double is confirmed. So it's confirmed, but it is not triggered for us. Why? Because we need that close on a weekly basis. And where would that put us? Just for recap, that could put us all the way back down in the 700s. Other than that, we have Christoph in the house. It was an exhausting week. I am tired. I am ready for this weekend. Let me tell you that. Another thing from today is, let me pull off some of this. We did not get low enough today to have a potential double bottom. So there is no potential double bottom, but I will list off something to watch for. If we get a close, and this is only valid on a close above Thursday's high on Monday, out of the way of the rotation zone, that is a very aggressive entry. It looks also, we got confirmation Elon is still selling. I talked yesterday, it looked like it, and a bunch of other people were selling, probably knowing what he was doing in front of his orders too, and just continued all day. If the plan continues, there'll probably be at least 1 day of selling next week. It looks like for the past couple of weeks, there's been 1 day of massive Elon selling, so keep that in mind. And when you start seeing days like yesterday with just those momentum, don't fight it. If you don't trade from the short side, don't fight it. And if you start seeing that, tighten up your stops. If it gets through your key levels, you're out. And you wait for the dust to settle. Today, we had, let me get my levels back on. We had one really nice thing. Let me get some of this out of the way there too. I'll set these levels up. Again, from today, little momentum selling off the bottom, and then there was this trade we had on the 15-minute. This little really nice. I said in Discord, be patient and don't fight the selling. We finally got the bottom coming in, trigger on the 15-minute above 105.45. This little close, 10.15, 10.19.80. I pretty much was focusing on this 10.19.80 because we had a significant level there. This significance levels was still from yesterday, and it's been on the chart for a while. It's been on the chart since back on December 6th, I think. That, and it blew through yesterday, and then that was key resistance. So tested yesterday, and look at between the second double target and that, it just could not get through it, even when the market got stronger. That's pretty much all there was today, from my perspective. But we have a really nice area now with some nice lines in the sand. You can, for a Monday, where's my bullish mode? We weren't above a key bullish level at all. So bullish level is above. I'm just essentially going somewhere on a closing basis above about this 101850 level. 101850 going into Monday. I am then in bullish mode below about a 1005. I'm then watching back down to 992, then 982. Below 982, we have 971.30 and 960.07. This is also a great little place with this kind of rally. If you did have downward price action, this is a great way to use a reverse harmonic. So that would give you 977.72 minor. Then now you look at this. We have a cluster 971.30 to 972.92. So those are all your levels to the downside. Your first warning shot is if 1005 at this point does not hold. That would not be good based off this nice little bottoming formation. Now above this 101850 area, I'm on this 15-minute chart still. Let's just take a look at the higher time frame. It'll get, especially if it pauses a bit, keep an eye on this 1 hour rotation zone just above it. And let's see, and you still have room to run to the 4 hour rotation zone. So we have this clear path move right here, which gives us a really nice target of 1030.60. Then above 1030.60, you have some consolidation and congestion. But if you start getting really above about 1037, back in about this area, you start getting closes above there again. So you had a little support shelf turned into resistance, tested here. Then you have another clear path move, and you don't have much in your way besides, especially you'll have the 1 hour rotation zone pretty much out of the way by then. 4 hour, that's the only thing I watch. You get into that other clear path move, you're just key off the 4 hour rotation zone. Let's see. Dave, I'm still brushing off this week's dust. Still up nicely for the month, though. Is it me, or is this looking pretty weak? I mean, it's keeping the that 1,000 level, and we didn't spike down as far as I thought today with this, and then we got that nice little bottoming pattern. In order for me to get really bullish again, I need this, close above the daily rotation zone and to wipe out this bar. But then it's still, you still got to watch for that selling to come in. The aggressive selling. So that's the only big caveat with this. But again, if we get a nice reversal bar Monday and some rallies, and it can take out the high, that would be a decent rally on Monday. But if it closes above there, that's a aggressive buy signal. And you have these areas, these clear path areas. So there's not much overhead resistance in here. You're targeting this consolidation area. Above that, you don't have much and then you have that gap fill up there. So I've got to stay, if we're above this, if we can get a close, especially I'll get more bullish. My minor is this 101850 level, but once we get above that flattening out 1 hour rotation zone, we don't have much stopping points. So if there's some decent option volume and you get some bullish price action, especially, I mean, we'll do that market overview on Sunday, but you take things like this. Here's your S&P. Look at this. Nice little pullback today. Rotation coming up. Remember, 4 hour rotation zone holding, and now coming up to this very key area. And this is the highest close. This was a gap open, but this is the highest close in this area. I still want to see a close slightly higher than this. I love to see a close above this about 47.12 area. But we're still in bullish mode. Really nice rotation up in the S&P. NASDAQ is finally, decent rotation zone holding on. The basis why I'm talking about this in the Tesla video is because if these things keep rising, you have a rising market going into the end of the year. And your only disruptor with Tesla then is Elon selling from a bearish perspective. Now, without Elon selling, if we roll over and get a key close below 1,000, then I'm going to shift my stance on that because we've softened up that 1,000 mark plenty. But until it can prove it can close below 1,000, I can't be super, super bearish on this. We are technically in bearish mode on the 4 hour. So that's why I'm saying I need a close. I mean, on the daily, we're in bearish mode on the 4 hour. 1 hour is slightly bearish, but flattening out. So from that perspective, there's downward pressure on it. If you can get a move above this daily rotation zone, then short term, I'm going more aggressively bullish, at least up into some of these recently high areas. I don't think most people took that seriously. Who knows? He could do anything. And I'm not an Elon fan by any means, but half the stuff he puts out there in his middle of the night tweets, I'm not even going to repeat the other one, the Peapod one, because it's just not appropriate for this channel because we're focused on trading. But you know what? Again, I could care less about the stock from an Elon perspective. It's just really good trading stock. And a lot of people are interested in, one of the reasons I highlighted on this channel is because you can learn a lot from trading the stock. Whereas, you trade something like some of these slow grinding movers, they're not going to teach you much. This one will teach you a lot of lessons pretty quickly and give you the volatility, and volatility is great for trading. Other than that, I could care less what he tweets. Yeah, he quits his job or whatever. Quite frankly, he could, ingest too many substances one night and have problems other than his tweeting that would affect the stock just equally. So, but we got to trade with what it is. So, to wrap this up, let's just take a look again. See, we're still holding the weekly rotation zone, rotation up out of this week. So still slightly bearish mode. It's got to prove itself, especially above Thursday's high, but that doesn't mean there can't be bullish trades. Just like today, there's that 15-minute bullish trade. So you wait for the high probability setups, and then you jump on it. So you can still take bullish trades in bearish mode. You're just pickier, and you wait for it to be confirmed. And I think, again, if there's some bullish price action next week, there's going to be possibly some really good momentum trades into these couple areas. And that's what I'm going to be watching for. What else do we have? Lions, these harmonic levels kept in short trade in Amazon all day. Yeah, the harmonic levels are fantastic. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad I saw you post something in Discord. They help. Learn harmonics. What else do we have? Some of his antics rub me wrong. I just take him with a grain of salt. Yeah, the stock teaches you how to trade, and that's what's important. I just say this, period. Don't get married to a stock. Stocks come, they go. At some point, Tesla could, at some point dry up from really good trading, and there'll be other stocks that are really good trading. All right. So even if you're a fan of a Tesla or the company or something, don't get married to a stock. Stocks can go through really bad doldrums. So just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at Amazon. Let's just take a look over at Amazon. Let's just take a quick look at Amazon real quick. Yeah, Amazon had that really, really nice gap fill. That's what I put that in Discord. That really nice gap fill that was beautiful today. That was just breaking down back below the channel line with the gap fill. Beautiful. The only way I'll get bullish again on Amazon is if we get above this 35.50 area. Above 35.50, there's some potential bullish trades, but it's really got to prove itself. Anything else anybody has? What are others are your favorite trading stocks? I just love momentum. For trading, not for investing. For trading, I love momentum. And you can pick them out. You can, you got the Apples, the Nvidias, AMDs, some of these completely overvalued psycho tech stocks. that are just fantastic trading. Why? Because they move. And you can find great patterns in them. So, versus watching paint dry. So that's why I like those. And I'd rather have some established companies than other stuff that are just like no profit companies. Something that's been around for a while. I don't like things that don't have any essentially revenue stream or fundamentals. They're just crappy. I'll call them crappy momentum. I don't like trading those because they can get whipsawed and you don't have a lot of institutional involvement. Another thing, if you can find stocks, that have institutional involvement that trade with some decent volatility, that's really good because the levels with the institutional involvement work out even better. So that's another tip I would tell people. You like that? Psycho tech stocks, how appropriate. So, Lions, I watched your previous level on Amazon, 35.25, couldn't break above it and started looking for a short 15-minute. Kept me in the trade to the harmonic levels. Great. That's where really learning to apply key levels, waiting for price action. I mean, I'm going to reiterate this today. One good trade a day, you don't even need one a good. I mean, a couple great trades a week can be fine, depending on the size you're trading. So there was one great trade from my perspective in Tesla today. Other than that, see, you start over trading, you keep trying to do stuff, you're just gonna get in these lower probabilities and possibly get whipsawed around. And that's where you end up giving it all back. So you're better to take the high probability, find, and some days there might be some fantastic. You might have two or three trades, just like yesterday. From a short perspective, riding this down on a rotation zone. Well, because you can flip this, essentially, you can flip this on its head. So pretend yesterday from the bullish perspective, but just from the bearish, down, return to rotation zone, rotation short, rotation short, rotation short, rotation short. Those are the bread and butter days. Now, when you get this kind of day from a long perspective, which we've had many of the days like that in Tesla. Those are the gravy days. Those are like, okay, we got momentum, return to 5-minute rotation zone, return to 5-minute rotation zone, return to 5-minute rotation zone. You just keep doing it, and it starts rotating in your direction. You just keep trailing a stop and take off some profits at key harmonic levels. Those are the days that are bread and butter. These are kind of days you have today. One good trade. And if you don't get a good trade, if you don't have a high probability entry, you sit on your hands all day long because you don't want to give back your money to the market on days. There's no point in making days on that strongly trending markets where you get a ton of really good signals and then just getting chopped up and giving it all back on a poor trading day. So keep that in mind with your trading plans. And you might get, a great trend day maybe once a week. Tesla tends to have more than its average share, but sometimes you can just get chopped. And once you start getting chopped, you're better to step aside and, hey, that's not a great day, especially if the S&P and NASDAQ are choppy. Then you don't be giving it all back. What else do we have? Great tips, many thanks. Well, you're welcome. I'm just trying to put out trading knowledge. That's why I put this in. I don't like to call it trades in Discord, but I will put in. I was trying to teach people today that, hey, wait for the one high probability trade, take it, and then that's it. Oh, by the way, I put my shake and bake pattern in the Discord server too, which I absolutely love. So check that out if you're a member, if you didn't see it. That's about it. Need to read the trading environment. Yes, especially really learn to watch. Everybody's been getting better at this. Learn to watch the futures. When you have really strong future trend days, which you might only get 3 to 4 a month, where it's really strong, and your stock is also in a strong trend day. That's where you just ride it and ride it and ride it and take advantage of every great trade. Those are the easy days for trading. When the S&P is choppy and whipside, like today until the very end of today, like this is 5 minutes, okay? Look at this. This is all over the place. There were a couple interesting trades with doubles in here, but this is all over the place. All right? This is not a strong trend day. This is a choppy day that finished the day up with end of the day buying, especially once we got above this 46.92, my bullish line in the sand, which didn't spend most of the day above that level. But you start getting momentum. When you start getting days that are like this little section in here that's all day long, like even this, when you start getting price action like this and it's just grinding higher all day long, that's what you're watching for. And if your stock's behaving like that, fantastic. Take advantage of it. That's the day you rack up. Those are the days you rack up the wins. And then just don't give it back. Be very, very picky. So that's one of the things. When I start seeing there's no follow through in the futures, and it's not getting above my bullish. Then why do I put out my bullish line in the sands for reasons? A, most people trade with a bullish bias, but if I'm not seeing it above those key levels and it's choppy, don't force trading. With that, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. We have our game plan for next week. Again, if we start getting bullish price action, I'll just recap, into these clear path areas, then we could get some decent trading to the upside. If we start getting down below 1,005, that's my first warning sign. And then if it breaks down below 992, then my whole really thing has shifted. That's as you can write that down. That's the way. And please join me in Discord. And I will see everybody next week. Have a great weekend. And if you can join me on Sunday afternoon for market overview, I'd love to see you there. Bye for now.